Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This is your host Tom Sire from On the Hot Podcast. Today, I have some bonus content for you guys. The bonus content I will be covering will be regarding in the sport of football and the NFL world. If you guys haven't checked out episode 87, it is now available on all four of our platforms: our Instagram account, our Facebook account, our YouTube account, and our Apple Podcast account. So if you guys haven't watched or listened to episode 87, it's now available on every platform that we have for the podcast. But in this bonus segment, I will be sharing my thoughts on Thomas Edward Patrick Brady officially retiring from the NFL. So first off, I want to say in this segment, before I get to more of the details on how I feel about the situation, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to Tom Brady for allowing us, as myself and all NFL fans around the world for years, 2 decades plus, for allowing us to watch your greatness over the years. Tom Brady put together a masterful career that I believe will not be duplicated anytime soon. It might take 25 to 50 years from now for someone to duplicate or even come close to what Thomas Edward Patrick Brady did on the football field for over 22, 23 seasons. It has been especially spectacular to watch, from all the great memories that you left us, from all your game-winning drives, all your playoff success, all your Super Bowl memories, and your consecutive 7 championships that you left behind for us to remember in the history book. So I just want to say thank you, Tom Brady. But a joke that I want to say, that my Dallas Cowboys put Thomas Edward Patrick Brady into retirement. But all jokes aside, thank you, Tom Brady, for allowing us as NFL fans to watch what you did on the football field. Your grit and determination from being a former 6th-round pick will never be forgotten. Somebody that came from Michigan that had no shot of being exactly the guy that we remember as the GOAT. In my opinion, the greatest football player to ever put on pads, and one of, if not the greatest athlete of all time. Your success will be remembered forever and will inspire a generation full of hopeful football players at the quarterback position one day. So thank you, Tom Brady, for everything that you've done. But this time, this is the second time that Tom Brady has retired in his respective career. If you remember last season, when the news broke on Wednesday, I should say, February 1st of 2023, it was actually the exact same day that happened, a year prior in February 1st of 2022, that Tom Brady officially retired for the first time in his NFL career. But this time I believe him. I do believe that he did meet his goal of which he wanted to play to, which was 45 years of age. He accomplished that this season. If he would have played again for his 24th season, he would have been 46 years old. But he met his goal that he had years ago, that he wanted to play at least till he was 45 years of age. He successfully did that and was healthy in the process of doing that. But this time, another reason why I do believe it's going to be meant this time is because he retired last year, and the retirement lasted shorter than the MLB lockout, which was less than 90 days of retirement. So Tom Brady, I do believe he means it this time. I believe that Tom Brady did want to keep playing for much longer, at least another season or 2 to 3 more seasons, I believe. I think he could have made it to at least 48, 49 years of age. But under the circumstances that he went throughout the year, unfortunately, he didn't do that. Obviously, my condolences went to Tom Brady and his wife from the time that his former wife, his ex-wife, I should say, because they went through a divorce in the middle of the NFL season. So that's honestly something hard to go through, and continue playing football at the level that he was playing at. Not the elite level this year, but still get his team in position to win the NFC South and make a playoff spot. That's still tough. But I think because one of the reasons why he's stepping away from the game is due to the circumstances in his life as we speak right now. But I believe one of the other reasons why he did want to keep playing, but he's decided not to, is because there was nowhere really for him to go. There was rumors and speculation that Tom Brady actually weighed out his options if he wanted to come back next year to play. Let's talk about the options. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, there was no way he was going back to that Bucs team. He did win him a Super Bowl his first year there, and then the second year there, he did have success. They just lost to a better team in the Los Angeles Rams in the divisional round, the playoffs, which that team went on to win the Super Bowl that year. So he was competitive every year that he was with the Bucs, but this year that team was 8-9. They slid into the playoffs, being in one of, if not the worst division of football this year at 8-9. That team was ferocious. Besides Tom Brady, There was a lot of players that didn't step up to the expectation levels that they were when they were a championship caliber team for the last 2 to 3 seasons. A lot of players didn't show up. A lot of the coaching staff got fired. It's a clean house there, nearly a clean house there on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers coaching staff. I don't think it was going to be a good place for Tom Brady to continue his career there if he continued to play. The Las Vegas Raiders was a team that Tom Brady could have signed to this offseason with the departure of Derek Carr coming within the next few weeks. I think Tom Brady, it sounded great to play in Vegas, but in reality, he's 45 years of age, and he would have been 46 come week 1 of the next NFL season. And the Raiders have a lot of work to do on that offensive line. As good as the skill position players of Devontae Adams, Darren Waller, Hunter Renfrow, potentially Josh Jacobs being there next year, it's not somewhere a 45-year-old quarterback on his last legs wants to play, especially behind a atrocious offensive line. Like I touched up on a few weeks ago on the podcast, they have a lot of holes on their roster defensively on the defensive line at the linebacker spot. In the secondary position as well, corners and safeties, that's nowhere that Tom Brady would have wanted to finish his career. The Miami Dolphins, I do believe that he did weigh his options there a lot. I do believe one of his kids are going to school there in a private school environment. Whether it's middle school or high school, I can't remember. I believe it's high school, but one of his kids will be starting there next fall. But Miami would have been a good spot as well because Tua Tagovailoa is just one concussion away from never playing football again, and that's going to be unfortunate. But I do believe that the Dolphins will remain loyal to Tua Tagovailoa unless Lamar Jackson is available via trade or a free agency during the offseason. So I believe that he wasn't going to go to Miami as well. The San Francisco 49ers basically have everything but a quarterback. You could debate about that they found the franchise guy now in Brock Purdy. I think he's going to be the guy to stay. However, Brock Purdy is set to have Tommy John surgery on his throwing arm. Now, that's an injury that only baseball players have. Pitchers, I should say, only go through that mainly. So that's going to sideline Brock Purdy for at least a year. So Brock Purdy, don't expect him to be there, but I think they're going to ride it out with Trey Lance to see what they have this year because they have no other alternative. So that rules out Tom Brady going to San Francisco. And the New England Patriots, I just don't think he was going to finish his career there in New England. I know that Robert Kraft is very, very interested in Tom Brady signing a one-day contract to officially retire with the New England Patriots, so look out for that as well. But he was not going to play another season in New England with Bill Belichick, and especially that New England Patriots roster as we speak right now. So with all that being said, I think that's what really led to Tom Brady retiring. I think he wanted to play. He has that competitive spirit that will always live with him throughout the rest of his life, but it was just time for him to go. There's nowhere else for him to go, and he accomplished everything. He had nothing else to prove. In my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion around the world, he molded 3 Hall of Fame careers into one special, spectacular 23 year career in the NFL. So let's talk about it. In his 20s, he had 21,564 passing yards, 147 passing touchdowns, and won 3 Super Bowls in his 20s. When you fast forward to his 30s, he had 40,018 passing yards, 309 passing touchdowns, and won 2 Super Bowls. When you fast forward to his 40s, he had 40,018 passing yards, 193 passing touchdowns, and 2 Super Bowls to his resume. So Tom Brady from his 20s to his 30s to his 40s dominated in dominating fashion in each decade that he played in, and it was truly special to watch. And to top that off, he won 35 playoff games to go along with 7 Super Bowls to his resume. He has 7 Super Bowls. No NFL franchise has ever won 7 Super Bowls in their respective careers. So to see what Tom Brady is doing has been absolutely special over the years, and I am grateful that I've watched one of the greats to do it, especially for this long. Longevity means a lot for Tom Brady as well. I don't think any athlete can do what Tom Brady is going to be able to do at 45 years of age in any sport. So it's special what Tom Brady has done. Thank you again, Tom Brady. I hope that he really does enjoy retirement. And I'm looking forward to see what his future holds outside of retirement. Now, he signed a deal with Fox as a sports analyst a year ago before the NFL season started for a 10-year, over $300 million contract with Fox. So I'm totally seeing Going to be very excited to see what his future holds in his retirement, especially as an analyst. Maybe I can branch out and learn a few things from Tom Brady as well. But that is all the time I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. This is your host, Thomas Tyree, signing off. And I'll see you guys on next week's episode.